Here are the ballsiest NFL draft night moves of all time, listed from brave to absolutely delusional. I will reveal the ballsiest move in NFL draft night history at the end. We're a few days away from draft night where NFL teams have to nut up and invest their future in a player. Well, sometimes teams get a little bit too ballsy, like when the Los Angeles Rams, then St. Louis Rams, traded up for quarterback Jared Goff. The Rams were previously selecting at 15, so they are, to this day, one of the largest movers, team to number 1. They had to give up 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and 2 third-round picks, basically investing their entire future in Jared Goff. Yes, Jared Goff would take them to the Super Bowl, but they'd have to eventually trade more first-round picks for a different quarterback.
Breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ, and it is monster news. A blockbuster trade in the NFL. Detroit is dealing Matthew Stafford to the LA Rams in exchange for 2 future first-round picks, a third-round pick, and Jared Goff.
Even with Jared Goff included in the trade. But it gets even worse. When my Los Angeles Chargers passed on both Peyton Manning and Eli Manning.
What?
In the 1998 NFL Draft, the Chargers were in perfect position to draft Peyton Manning. But it's almost as if Peyton Manning told the Chargers behind the scenes that he would not become a Charger. And then 6 years later in the 2004 NFL Draft, the Chargers once again had the first overall pick. And the pick was clear. Eli Manning was coming to San Diego. Well, until Eli Manning publicly stated that he did not want to be a Charger. And this is where the Chargers really got ballsy. They didn't get a deal done for the first overall pick with any of the teams that were trying to get Eli. The Steelers were involved. The New York Giants were involved. So, knowing that once they actually do take Eli, that he has even more value, they drafted him anyways, even though Eli Manning did not want to be a Charger and made that public. Of course, later in the draft, they were able to trade Eli Manning to the New York Giants for Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers worked out for the Chargers. He's probably the greatest Chargers quarterback of all time to this day. Eli Manning went to New York and won multiple Super Bowls. And yeah, in between all of that, the Chargers had the chance to draft Mike Vick as well. In the 2001 NFL Draft, the Chargers famously traded out of position to draft Mike Vick with the Atlanta Falcons. Speaking of making the same mistake twice, the New York Jets made the same mistake twice. In 2008, the Jets traded a second-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and 3 players to move up to get Mark Sanchez. And Mark Sanchez did take the Jets to the AFC title game, but he's really only known for running into the ass of his own player and fumbling. And then the Jets making an ass of themselves again 10 years later when they traded 2 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks to trade up and get Sam Darnold. And the only success that Sam Darnold would see as a Jet is seeing the ghost of Mark Sanchez going to the AFC title game.
Seeing ghosts.
The Jets and the Chargers aren't the only teams, or should I say coaches, to never learn their lesson, because the Shanahan QB curse has cursed 2 phenoms. In 2012, despite the Indianapolis Colts having the first overall pick, Washington believed in the quarterback 2 that year so much that they traded their entire future to move up. They sent their next 3 first-round picks and a second-round pick to the St. Louis Rams to draft Robert Griffin III. And RG3's rookie year was phenomenal, but it quickly went off the rails due to injury issues. And honestly, due to coaching decisions, keeping RG3 in the game knowing that he was injured. Flash forward 10 years later, once again, Kyle Shanahan was now the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. And the Niners have been a QB away from borderline becoming a dynasty for years at this point. Worked out, they got Brock Purdy. This move may be forgotten in NFL history in 50 years.
With the 3rd pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Trey Lance.
Don't forget what they gave up to go and get Trey Lance. Shanahan was so confident in his coaching abilities with Lance, despite him not playing a single game his senior year in college, he traded 3 more first-round picks and a third-round pick to get Lance, just to bench him for multiple years. And then once he finally got in the game, they gave up on him after he had 1 season-ending injury. By year 4, Trey Lance had hardly played in like the last 6 years of football, including college. But in 1999, a draft night move got a coach fired. Mike Ditka was a psychopath on the field and a psychopath as the head coach of the New Orleans Saints for 2 years in the late 90s.
Mike, why are you in such a bad mood?
What do you care?
He traded his 1999 first-round pick, third-round pick, fourth-round pick, sixth-round pick, seventh-round pick, as well as his 2000s first-round, third-round pick for just the 5th overall pick that turned into running back Ricky Williams. Career was completely derailed because he couldn't
Stay off the damn weed.
And also keep in mind that all of these picks were sent to the Washington Redskins at the time, and they somehow missed on every single selection. But there was an even worse draft day trade than that. The worst draft night trade of all time. And I'll tell you, but first make sure that you like the video so the algorithm knows to send this to more NFL fans like you and me. Also, hello, I'm NFLMike, an NFL content creator, and I create NFL content 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, twice on Sunday. So if you're an NFL fan, I know you'll love the page. Please do not forget, subscribe, turn on notifications, to be here every time time I post. And then comment your favorite NFL team's ballsiest draft move ever. Give me some backstory, because I obviously don't know every single team's ballsiest moves. But I do know that the ballsiest NFL draft move ever went down in the 1989 draft. On draft night, the Dallas Cowboys traded running back Herschel Walker to the Minnesota Vikings. And the Vikings gave up 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round, a 3rd round, a 6th round, Jesse Solomon, Isaac Holt, David Howard, and running back Darren Nelson. Walker would play 2 average seasons with the Vikings. Ended up signing back with the Cowboys in the late 90s. This year, the trade buzz is crazy. The Patriots, Cardinals, and Chargers are all rumored to be interested in potentially trading out of their pick. And the Vikings, Raiders, and Broncos are all rumored to be interested in coming up. The Giants too. But who will make the ballsy move to invest their whole future in a quarterback? I guess sooner rather than later, ball won't lie. Thank you for tuning in to another NFLMike Bang. Let's keep this train rolling. Check out one of my next videos. Head to the NFLMike channel, binge watch some shorts, or just go and do whatever you want to do next. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe and like the video.